Welcome to Ice in the Bible, Summer Gathering Week number 3, the face of God. The question for today was, are you a goddess and a god? We went through some amazing answers here. We're going to edit the video and put them in there for you. We had some awesome discussion, beautiful discussion. So with all the world coming together as one, do you realize there is both a masculine and a feminine inherent in each and every one of us? With the understanding that we reincarnate, also know that we can change from a man into a woman or a woman into a man between lives. It's a naturally occurring phenomenon in nature, and any time during our journey. Stay in your loving, compassionate state of mind towards all beings is the message. Some of us brought up about the Lion's Gate. Anybody watching YouTube, if you can state if you felt anything because of Lion's Gate. I know I certainly did, because our beautiful community is getting together for a common cause, and it's being all loving and it's invigorating. So it's happening. Love is shining. Okay, so on today is the Lion's Gate, right? And this is where we're going to reach the calm shores of love together. Mercury is retrograde today. Okay, here's Mercury. Mercury just went retrograde today. And Mercury is in Leo, the lion, and there's the sun aligned with Regulus. Mercury is the Akashic record holder. So right now in retrograde means you're gonna see signs, and you're gonna move forward, and you're going to do the things so that you can reach the calmer shores. Because our actions are all being scribed in the waters. We all know this. So it's important that we understand that this is all part of a beautiful transition that we're going through on Earth. Why is Mercury retrograde more important today than before? Because every luminary is being lit up by this Phoenix rising, and then, of course, Mary's going to step on a snake. So just wanted to flash this one more time. Today is the Lion's Gate, August the 23rd. A quick note on how communities are coming together, bringing the truth everywhere and on the whole planet. Had this synchronistically show up when I was speaking with Osset. So on August the 25th, you saw Mercury was going backward, and in Leo, the lion, it's going to connect with Pallas. So that means community. So things that you're doing with community, if you're doing things in community, is pay attention. There's guidance there. There's guidance from your past waters. That's what Mercury does. Bring that forward. But I know you guys all are aware of these things. So when they come to you as signs, you know what to do with them. You treat them with love and guide people, right? And also at the exact same time, the moon is transiting Icarus, your wings, in Scorpio. So Icarus is your wings going backwards, and the moon going. So on the 25th, think about the things that might be tempting you, right? Because Scorpio is materialism, the sting. Don't sting people. Because if it's in your chart, you might have the want to do that, but don't. Remember, don't deliver karma anymore, only good karma. So that's the message there, and thank you, Osset, that we saw that. So that's Mercury, the Akashic record keeper, Icarus, your wings, right? And Pallas, the community. Remember the story of Icarus is the boy who got his wings, his spiritual wings, his powers, his ability to see, his ability to do things. And then he got too close to the sun. In other words, got too materialistic, and then lost his wings. Like I said, an example of that when I tell people about Icarus is I could probably go look at boxers, get their birth charts and their birth times, and go see which one's going to get knocked out, and then go bet on them in Vegas. Well, that would be not using my wings correctly. So that's just an example. Cat synchronistically showed this. Here's a preview of the face of God that we're going to be talking about. A biophoton state holographic reconstruction, credit Nature Photonics. They use a high-speed camera, and they caught what they call entanglement. Okay, so that's what the mainstream calls the entanglement. What that means, entanglement, is really pure love, instantaneous action at a distance. So they're saying that's what they captured, and you can see the yin yang. Ken Wheeler's been doing it for the last 10 years. Here it is right here. That's the face of God. That's what a magnet looks like under a ferrocell. All atoms, your being, your energy, And I want you to keep an eye on this, no pun intended. See how it looks like an owl's face, right? Looks like two eyes. It's the yin and the yang because this one spirals out and this one spirals the other way. If you were dynamically watching this happen, right? But it's 40 million times a second, it goes in and out of existence. You will see the yin and the yang spiraling. So thank you, Kat, for that. Before we move on, I'd like to speak a bit about the video we're working on about the wise Helena Blavatsky and the Theosophical Society. This is the Theosophical Society's logo with the caption, "There is no religion higher than truth." There's truth to that. Truth is religion. The truth of who we are. We're both goddesses and gods. Let's briefly point out some of the wisdom in this logo that they use. So starting from the inside, you see the Ankh. Everybody should be familiar with this. This is life. This is the all. See the circle? Trying to come off the cross. This is what people think is the God. It is. This is the infinite, because the circle is infinite, has no beginning, no end, and it's everything. It's the womb. We come up through a hole. And that's what you see on the Pharaoh cell. So the Ankh is about life on the cross. Infinite dyings on the cross. Should we not learn how to get off? But we have somebody here who's going to help us, right, Claire? Anyway, they have the double triangles, right, connecting both the masculine and the feminine. You can see the white and the black, the white light and the black light. The Ouroboros, right? They're showing it separated by the swastika. So the head eating its tail are karmic actions. That's what the Ouroboros is. And then the swastika, which you've all seen on a circle of 60s, which is part of making the face of God. So also the Aum symbol. They have this on there. It's beautiful. Here's what consensus says. A-U-M or O-M, Aum, a sacred syllable in Hinduism representing the creative word or logos. That means the light, the word, the source of all existence. There are three components composed of what they say is the letters A, U, and M, symbolizing various triads such as the three Vedas, the three gods, and the triple fire. Esoteric meaning and esoteric philosophy, the triple fire represents profound spiritual concepts, including the highest tetrakites. In transcultural influences, Arthur M. Kuhn suggests that AUM passed into Egypt as AMN, which is Amun, Amun Ra, then into Hebrew as OMN, and finally into Christian as Amen. And here's the definitions of Amun. The name Amun in Egyptian is the hidden one or invisible. Right? Does not the moon go invisible? Yes. So you can see where all the relationships come in with our phonetics and the letters. But these letters are just trying to make sense out of the glyphs on the Egyptian walls. So you've got the invisible one and Amun Ra. Amun Ra is a fusion of Amun and Ra, the ancient Egyptian sun god. So this is the all, and this would be the yin and the yang, which make the Trinity, the three. This is the face of Amun Ra, the face of God. So here's what I see in here. I see the three, which means a Trinity. People call this the symbol of pi. It can be, but I see the two pillars. And what's standing on top of the pillar is the crown on your head. And you got Egyptian symbols with a snake out from the top of the head when you're reaching enlightenment and you're knowing what this is. So these are all interpretations of what they've seen on the Egyptian walls, remember. But when you look at this under the Pharaoh cell and what Kat shared, this is the face of God. The point in the middle is the all. And then you got the masculine and the feminine. It's there in every cell in your body. So of course you are, because you're made up of cells of it. You can't get away from it. Right? And then depending on your cells, whether you're masculine or feminine or whatever, or what level of each one of them, that depends on our karmic path. So let's jump into the section of the Bible that wrote about this scene on the Egyptian walls and texts, because this is also part of the face of God. You're seeing one side of the face of God, because this is the side of the manifest. But the unmanifest, the all, is going to be in what's called the firmament. So what happens when we move from Revelation into Genesis, rather Generation Isis? Do we start to see the face of God? See, our discussions and what we've been doing for the last couple of years is part of Revelation. We're revealing to ourselves what the truth is. We're getting all kinds of signs that we share with each other so that we can come to this revelation of who we really are. So now Genesis starts talking about the next things that we start to see. Because Genesis isn't the beginning. Genesis is the beginning of the new cycle, right? So I got this little video that I modified a little bit from a brother. He's a flat earth guy. They call it flat earth. That's a misnomer because it's not flat. We're living in the face of God. We're living on the top portion that's only visible of that half of that side, the manifest.
Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said,
"Let there be light."
And there was light. And God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said,
"Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters."
And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said,
"Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear."
And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said,
"Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth."
And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day.
We live under a dome called the firmament.
It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain,
You are the
and spreadeth them
face
out
of
as a tent to dwell in.
I hold you in my heart.
So as you can see, that portion of the Bible is taking the image off the Egyptian walls and trying to put words to it. We've been trying to put letters, words, phonetics, all kinds of things to those images on the Egyptian walls. All of the phrases, verses in the Bible come off the Egyptian walls, every one. And they're starting to come at us more and more. People all around the world are showing you that proof. It's a beautiful thing. So God, the Trinity, the zero, the one, and the one. We've been through this a little bit before, but I want to go over it again. So the image from the Egyptian texts explain it quite clearly. It's the way it works everywhere in nature. Spirit, the essence, comes from within. Remember? From the black, the all, from the circle, from the nowhere. Everything comes out that way. You can see the Fibonacci spiral, right? So the same thing, the roots do it, so that energy, that essence comes in and out both sides. This is the face of God. Manifest. God means manifest, not unmanifest. The unmanifest is the zero, right? Because zero is on the cross. All four zeros are on the cross, which meets to the point in the middle. And the first two numbers are 1 and 1. So this is quite clear that this is the Trinity. Now, when you look at this Egyptian text, I put the 0 in black because the black is the unseen, and the divine feminine within, ready to come in and embody the other one. This is the Egyptian symbol of the Shen, which we have as the alpha. We call it an alpha, but it's just the circle with a 1 that's tethered. It's tethered. This means that how we're tethered to love. And it's just this part that goes and comes back. This one. So this is what they call the Ka and the Ba. I can't remember. I don't come to remember which one it is. It's all Babel words. But are showing that spirit is bringing in a new soul. But the soul is tethered by the 0 and the 1. So we each have that masculine and feminine. But the divine feminine within us is the one that is a mirror of the all. That's not the mirror of God, because God is these three together when you're in manifest. The word G-O-D, the O in the middle, is the source of love, not God. God means you're in manifest. So we got to make sure that we realize that we are the goddess and the God, and we come from the same place called pure love. There's nothing outside of us. Everything is within us, and we meet in the middle called love. So Mercury knows, I threw this here, what you're working on now to lead yourself to calm shores. As they teach in Egypt, the transmigration, the art of transmigration, to work on your next life, because the waters retain the memories. And like Susan said, go out in the water and you state some great intentions, and when it evaporates, it goes out and you can make the waters fall on everybody. Absolutely. You got to realize that you are the chosen one and you are Horus of your world. So you got to imagine that you are. This is you. You are the chosen one of your world. You are being reincarnated here, and it is with your waters of the past. Thankfully, your waters are pure now. And remember, everyone is the goddess and the God. Everyone needs love. So I'm going to play a little video here. It's a song by Karen Drucker. So when you look at this face of God here, again, as a magnet, which represents an atom, which represents the earth, represents every being, every insect, every animal. Watch the eyes of these people, because the face of God is in everyone, because they are all gods and goddesses. Can you love every one of these people?
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. The face of love. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You in my heart. You are the face of God, the face of God. I hold you in my heart, you in my heart. You are a part of me, a part of me. You are the face of God, the face of God. You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Sei la luce di Dio.
You are the face of God. The face of God. You are the face
Tu
of
es
God.
l'image de Dieu.
You are the face. You are the face of God. You are the face
Oh,
of
c'est
God.
la luz de Dios.
You are the face of God. The face of God. You are 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 the face of God.
And that's all we have for today.